Alright, chat. I'm not gonna lie, I just got back from work and I saw this video was uploaded 3 days ago. It's about Ray, and apparently he just can't stop screwing up everything. He was being weird on his stream apparently. Let's just watch the video about it.
Yeah, that's a grown ass girl. Grown ass girl. Yeah, that's a grown ass girl. She probably got a period right now.
I feel like every time that I talk about a streamer on
Who? Who has their period? What?
this channel, it gets progressively worse in a way that at this point is almost like comedic. I've said it so many times that I feel like I'm just repeating the same joke, but at this point it's not even a joke. It just seems like these dudes are in a competition to see who can be the worst person imaginable and still somehow profit off of it while utilizing a major streaming service. I'm truly concerned to see how far these guys go.
Wait, I'm recording this. Did somebody just type in my chat? On Twitch? And offline chat? Oh, they did. May is typing in my offline chat. That's so funny. Wait, that's crazy. That was a crazy catch.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about something that is weird as fuck. And there's really no other way to put it. We've talked about a lot of content creators, especially...
Oh no, this better not have to do with this little girl. Oh no.
streamers, it seems like, do really weird shit that you would never think a human being would do, especially when they know that they're being filmed and they can't, like, erase it, it's live. But pretty much every week, it seems, some streamer out there takes it upon themselves to push the envelope and see what new weird shit they can say or do and get away with, because, I don't know, that just kind of seems like the streaming culture right now. And this week, that brave pioneer, the metaphorical man on the moon, is a Twitch streamer named Ray Asian Boy, who I've heard of quite a bit over these last couple of years, but surprisingly, I've never watched. I know that'll be a shocker to most, but recently I heard some shit about him that made me do a little bit of a dive, and when I say a little bit of a dive, I mean I watched one stream, and, well, Ray, bad first impression, man. About a week ago—
Wait, was that the video that I watched? Was it in August? The duck video? I don't remember. I know I saw something else that was weird about Ray, but I didn't make a video about it. I probably should.
So Ray was doing a live stream, and like the setting of the live stream was already kind of like weird. It was one of those like streaming house situations where there was a bunch of streamers doing a bunch of different streams all in one house, and it was a bunch of what appeared to be like early 20s men and one 4-year-old girl whose parents, from what I could tell, were not there. It was one of the guy's nieces, and she was just kind of like bouncing around through the streams, which I don't know what people's obsession is with putting their children on the internet. It's very confusing to me why people seem to be so set on doing that all the time. But anyways, I mean, it was just kind of weird, and like, look, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to imply that like a guy having his niece around his friends is in any way weird or bad inherently. That's not what I'm saying at all, but they were just not behaving like there was a 4-year-old child around them. And then Ray came along, and he did
Well, no, part of that is people don't know how to act anymore. I was gonna say proper. People just don't know how to act anymore. Yeah, nobody acts great around anyone anymore. It's actually ridiculous. In general, like anyone.
Weird. He made a very, very strange, very, very weird comment.
When I've talked to like my cousin's children or something like that, like I do not act like how they act in front of kids and stuff like that. You can't be intense, you can't yell, you can't scream, you can't curse. There's just certain things that if you grow up in the right environment and you're taught by your parents, you don't act that way. And I don't get how people are losing their ability to act proper anymore.
And then he doubled down on it, he defended it, and it just got weird. Basically, for context, all you really need to know is the kid was playing like a kid. They were kind of roughhousing, pretty much pretending to beat up some of the streamers, walking around kind of scolding them because her uncle was doing the same thing. You know, just normal kids.
Well, it looked like they were trying to film like a skit or something. I'm gonna assume that's what it was. At least I would hope so. That they're not just recording this little girl for no reason.
And in response to that, Ray said this.
Come on, yo, that's some pussy shit. You got smacked by a fucking 3 years old? You got smacked by a 3 years old, it's crazy, bro. I get the point, that's pussy, that's not a baby, bro. Yeah, that's a grown ass girl. Grown ass girl. Yeah, that's a grown ass girl. She probably got a period right now.
Yeah, so...
Alright. What the fuck? Immediately, like, in the first place, saying that a 3-year-old or 4-year-old or however old this little girl is, saying that they're a grown-ass woman in the first place, that's fucking weird. And then you had to take it a step further and say that shit? What? Alright, you got it. I'm not gonna... You got it.
Well, again, you know, just to reiterate, this is being said in response to a kid.
This is crazy. I used to like Ray, and then he just keeps disappointing everyone. Over and over again. I already never liked Rakai. I never watched his stuff because everything I've ever seen him on, he's just insufferable. But Ray was at least kind of cool. I think he was trying too hard to fit in. But Ray was at least semi-funny, especially when you see him with Tota. They're cool together. But Ray just keeps disappointing everyone, and it's actually saddening to see. Not that I don't think he deserves the hate. He definitely does when he says dumb shit like this. But, like, again, like, people, they gotta realize they can't... They basically stream their whole life. If you can't comprehend the words that are coming out of your mouth and how they appear to other people, and I'm not trying to be mean, but you shouldn't be streaming your whole life. That's just... It's never going to end up well. Like, if you're having bad thoughts in your head, at least be PR at all times whenever you're on stream or something. Like, we've seen time and time again, Ray has no PR training. I mean, they keep giving him PR training, but he just is not understanding it. Apparently, is from what I've seen.
Doing like the most normal kid shit ever. Obviously, there's not a single context where saying this is cool, but I think it's just somehow even worse when it's said in response to just a kid being a kid. What could have possibly possessed this guy to say this? I have absolutely no idea. It's unbelievably fucking weird, but it was nice to see that his chat called him out for this pretty much immediately. I feel like a lot of the times when you have streamers like this, the community ideology is very much so like a ride or die kind of thing. Streamer can't do or say anything wrong, so pleasant surprise to see that happen, and this was Ray's response.
Bro, I didn't say, I say period. I say period, okay chat? Holy fucking shit, this chat is fucking, this chat loves me again. I say period. Fucking hell. Period. How do I say that word again?
I don't know what you're saying, bro.
I say period.
Period?
Yeah, period. Period.
We know what you...
Period.
Yeah.
I didn't say, feel me? Holy fuck.
We know what you said. It was weird. That's why everyone is questioning you.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Fucking shit.
Oh, they trying to say you said, Okay, you
Yeah.
said period.
Always say, shut the fuck up, Chad. Oh, I bet. Shut the fuck up, Chad. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't even like fully know if I'm interpreting this correctly, but it seems like Ray thinks that the chat thinks that he said like pred as in predator or something. That's what I'm getting from this. And he's trying to clarify and say, no, I said period, I guess, not understanding that the chat in fact did understand him, and that's why they are upset, because it's weird to talk about a 4-year-old girl having her period because she's playing. Like, it's an absurd fucking thing to even think. It's even crazier to say. And for some reason, I don't think Ray is understanding
I'm
that
just hoping that we're gonna see like a reaction from the person that had brought her there.
Chad does know what he said, he just shouldn't have said it. He continues to just repeat himself, saying that he said period over and over again, proving that he's somehow simultaneously reading the chat, but also, like, not understanding it, I guess, because the majority of people are very obviously saying that they knew that he said that, it's just not cool. But it goes on for a couple of minutes, just kind of repeating himself over and over again, and then this happens.
What happened?
No, I love you, bro.
Hey, Sage. Yo, Sage is a grown-ass woman.
I'm in.
Watch your mouth when you watch. Listen, watch your mouth when you speak.
Ooh, okay. He's actually, he's doing something about it. Okay. All right. Well, W accountability and, you know, standing up for a child. Thank you for doing that.
About my niece, and when you're speaking in front of her, she's a little kid, so she had ASS. She's gonna take that back home. And
Well, I think you need to address the thing that he said. If he knows about it, I don't know if he was there when Ray said that. I don't know if he even heard about this.
she's gonna sit on her dad, her mom, and I'm gonna have to deal with that shit. ASS is what you're sitting on,
Ass?
and she's not a woman.
Okay, all right. He brought it up.
She's a child.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay?
You're right.
You're my little brother. Your name is Raekwon James. Her name
You're
is
right.
Sage James.
You're right.
Now tell her you love her.
Okay, Sage, I love you, Sage. Give me a high five.
Okay, so this might be like one of the weirdest interactions I've ever.
You can tell he was actually. You can tell how mad he was too. He did the. I'm not trying to say anything but like Will Smith whenever he was mad, and I think it was a clip of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You could see he like furrowed his lips and went like this. He did that exact same thing right after this. Just watch.
Give me a high five.
Oh wait, you can't see. Hold on.
Okay, so this might be like one of the weirdest interactions I've ever seen between two people.
Yeah, he
and
did the
like
same
on the
exact thing.
surface, if you just saw this clip, you might think that this guy who is the uncle I mentioned is doing the right thing. But I mean, even in this clip, he says don't say ass and then immediately says shit. And earlier in the stream, he was saying shit like that.
All right. But to be fair, well, I don't know how old this child is. I think more likely she's gonna say ass. If she's gonna repeat a curse word, she's gonna say ass. More likely than she's gonna say shit. Or pussy. She's not gonna say pussy. This is a child. She probably can't even pronounce that word. Tell me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like there's certain words that are like longer curse words that a child is not going to repeat, but ass is probably going to be one of them. So like, I don't think that's really too hypocritical.
Yes.
Get back! Pussy! Come on, Sage!
So, I mean, you know, it kind of hurts your big stand when you were.
Why? Why did he say pussy immediately after I used that as an example? That's crazy.
Saying shit like that 3 feet away from her earlier. Also, just the question of why is she here in the first place?
Yeah.
A kid does not need to be in a streaming house at all, full stop. Even more so one where people are going to be acting like this. So, I mean, just all around, this is a really weird, kind of odd situation. Nothing is more weird and odd than what Ray said, however. Unfortunately, we are sort of just living in the era of streaming where you get to say something like this and then insult your chat for calling you out for it, and you'll probably end up making more money taking that route than if you did anything else. This is clearly one of those situations where even if Ray was to see this video, just based off the way he reacted to his chat, I don't think he's gonna give a shit about what anybody has to say to him over the internet. Clearly, if somebody gets in his face a little bit though, he starts to back down, but I'm not gonna do that. So I guess all I can say really is if you don't want your kids to be subject to weird ass comments, maybe you don't take them around Ray while he's streaming. That's my advice. Well guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, this is an absurdly weird thing to even think to say, to allow it to escape your mouth. Not only while surrounded by your friends, but also while you are live streaming, means that you are...
Well, no. No. You shouldn't be saying something like that at all. Something that weird, you shouldn't even be thinking. That shouldn't even be a thought in your brain. But it was a thought in his brain. He said it amongst friends, also amongst thousands, most likely, of people watching. So it was like a bad thing, got worse, and then got even worse. And now it's on the entire internet instead of just the stream. And so now it's even worse. So like it's just another thing that was a downward spiral from the very fucking beginning.
Really fucking comfortable saying something like that, and that's pretty concerning. Like I said, I've never watched this Ray guy, so this is my first impression. It might be a really bad one. It might be one that is painting him in a way that is not representative of how he normally acts, but that doesn't really matter to me. I feel like saying this at all, being willing to say this in the first place, is enough of sort of like a character test for me. Probably won't be tuning into many more of Ray's streams, and if you're a big fan of the guy, maybe think about what he just said and what that says about him and you if you continue to watch him and support him. Just a thought. See ya.
Yeah, that is strange. Very, very strange to even think about saying like something like that. To be fair, I don't think he thought about saying it though. I think it was just something he thought and he said it. He didn't think about, hey, should I say this or not? He just said it. And I feel like that's a lot of what gets Ray in trouble every time. Like when he was doing a NASCAR sponsor and he said, am I slow or retarded? And then the NASCAR sponsorship ended immediately after he said that. They pulled out and didn't pay him. Like, there's just things that you can't say, bro. Like, and there's things that you shouldn't be thinking at all. And I don't know how well Ray understands this. Anyways, chat, this is really fucking disappointing. Again, to see another Ray fuck up. At the beginning, I was really rooting for this guy. I think everything got even worse once he moved into this house on his own without, like, older people looking out for him that, like, know what they're doing. Anyways, if you like the video, like and subscribe. And, I was gonna say this was recorded live on Twitch, but it actually wasn't because I didn't end up streaming because I was only gonna record this for like 20 minutes. And so that's what I did. I'll see y'all later. Like and subscribe.